Hello to everyone. Today I want to speak on remarks made by Honorable President of the USA, Mr. Joe Biden. He told that for democracy, Mr. Vladimir Putin, Honorable President of Russia, Mr. Vladimir Putin and other countries, if they are working or they are active, then it's difficult in world to have democracy. Really, if you see the position of India, the meaning of democracy looks very peculiar. Even though the governments are elected on the basis of voting, but the psychology of voters are greatly manipulated and they are biased and they don't represent the proper opinion of people, because the government has failed in welfare measures and equidistribution of income and welfare among the people, giving justice to the people. So when there is no justice, when there is no equidistribution of income, when people are starving and other people are exploiting by taking the benefit of the constitution. So a great question arises about the legitimacy of our constitution and democracy methods. If you see some of the data, you see that the unemployment percentage of India right now is 7.95%, around 8%, and 12 crore people, 11.2 crore people are unemployed. Whereas in China it is 5%, means 7 crore people are unemployed. So this gap of 4 crore people is a question mark, because democracy means the government which is being formed by people, for the people and by the people, must ensure that income is being given to people. People are not dying of hunger. If you are an educated person, you should get the right to job, right to work. When you are willing to work, you must be provided work, with work. Particularly when people are having exorbitant profit, excess of money, and other people are starving, there is a question mark on democracy by what Honorable President Mr. Joe Biden spoke about. You see, salary in Russia, 6% people get 15,874 rubles a month. Okay, whereas only 1% get more than 1,12,000 rubles. Okay, only 5% minimum and 6% is the minimum wages and 1% is the maximum wages. Okay, only 5% gave. Whereas in India, 83% people are getting minimum wages. Okay, so when you are in 75 years of freedom, and when India 100% following the West in its as far as democracy is concerned, so in what context we can call this a great democracy? Right? Okay. Now 39% of people in India are under poverty, and the income distribution, if you see in India, 1% of people are having 70% of wealth. Okay. So rest you see means it is entirely biased. The wealth is lying with only capitalists. So what kind of democracy we are talking about? What kind of welfare we are talking about? When we cannot provide minimum necessities, a family, a home, an income, we cannot guarantee. We will always create disturbance for the minimum livelihood. Then how can we call this a democracy? Okay, Honorable President, Mr. Joe Biden, I am speaking about. Okay, SCBI, SEBI, Stock Exchange, Mumbai, Stock Exchange Board of India. How many bribery cases, Ghotala, we call that Ghotala. There have been, we have seen from Harshad Mehta to this Gujarati businessman. Okay, how much money they created at the cost of poor people who don't know what is stock exchange. Okay, cryptocurrency. When there is no government, you don't know the source of an exchange, a currency, and from where the money comes, to whom it goes, nothing will be disclosed, and theft is a very normal thing in the transactions. Okay, so is it a correct way of democracy? When people in Russia and China, they are enjoying time, they are enjoying security, they are enjoying a kind of confidence. If you cannot provide the people of India a kind of confidence, how can you call this a democracy? And particularly, warring methods should not be with a good democracy. When we have interfered in Ukraine war, it is not I don't think it is a world democracy at all, because Ukraine is a part of Russia, and we just welcomed the war. We invited the war. Okay, so who will win and who will lose, it is a different thing. But what is correct and what is wrong, that has to be analyzed. And USA has long been helping previously to Pakistan terrorists, Islamic terrorists against India. That's how the same terrorists created a big war against USA, Israel. So, okay, so these are the pertinent questions we must be able to understand. In India, we are fighting for giving vote, wrong promises are made. There is no relationship between what is promised and what is being done. And for that reason, political people are termed as useless people, because either they will uh, they will they will talk no meaningless things, or they will go against you when you are in a different party. Any kind of harm they will do. So such, that is not rule, that is against democracy, that is against constitutional law, just exploiting the law. So it is high time, when there is war, we must understand the form of government. Whether India is the one of the largest democracy in the world, has been a democracy has been successful in India or not? If only money laundering, high gap between low income and high income group, exploitation, lies, betrayal, cheating, rape, murder are still happening, and there is no meaning of what you say, then definitely we cannot call this a democracy. Great question arises. Thank you. Namaste.